Hello, welcome back to Tactical Tuesday with Johnny Tiger and
Kitten.
Kitten. So you know which one is the bad guy, which one is the good guy. She's like wearing the Team Canada uniform, and I'm not even wearing uniform. And because of what we're going to be doing today, I actually for the first time for these videos, surprisingly enough, I got a groin cup on. Pretty badass, huh? Just smack myself in the groin and makes that kind of ow. Okay, maybe not going to do that too many times. Anyway, uh, date is October 5th, 2021. We had a virtual workout for Night Strike today. So we are both a little bit tired and sleepy, and I'm getting hungry. Anyway, already starting to plan our next Night Strike get together for everybody. This time it's going to be on the Vancouver Island on Nanaimo, probably. And so it's going to be a lot of fun. A change of scenery, a change of uh, participants. Uh, will be a lot of fun. Although, honestly and personally, I'm not really a big fan of taking the ferry. Uh, I don't mind the boat itself. I love boat ride, but all that lining up and waiting, and they tell you you have to be there an hour or 2 hours ahead of time, and all that. Ah, I just hate that part. Anyway, enough rambling. We are going to show you guys what to do if someone grab you in a bear hug from front. We already talked about this grappling stuff where we try to get the under hook under the arm. And that is primarily for grappling, for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Judo and that stuff. Now, what happened if or when it's the other person doing it to you? Because you are not always going to be the person who succeeds in grabbing the other person a lot of time. Especially for ladies out there, you are going to be the one getting grabbed. Right? So today we're going to look at two of the more simple solutions. But for me to be able to move freely, uh, I will have to take my headset off. So it's not going to get jostled around and be in the way. So excuse me, I'm going to take my headset off and hopefully you guys can still hear me. Let me put this headset on Bruce's head and we should still be close enough that you guys can hear us.
Yes.
So when you talk about being grabbed from the front, there's two versions. There are two versions. One is called the arm-free version, which means the person got the underhook and they grab you under here, under your armpit. They either lift or they push. Right? That's the first version. The second version is the arm-trapped version. So this person gets an arm around your arm. Now this look bad because now you can't lift your arm up. It seems a little bit hopeless if the person's really big. Usually they're not going to pick you up this way. Right? If they have your arm trapped, they will be trying to wrestle you down by twisting or pushing. That's the two different. If they get the arm under your arm, they might try to lift. If they get arm over yours, most likely it's a twisting, a pulling, or most likely a pushing forward. And she's just like so staying so loose like a red doll, enjoying this. She's using up her hug points and cuddle points.
Yes.
Anyway, when you practice these things at home with a partner, unless your partner is wearing a grown cup, used to doing this kind of stuff, take it nice and slow in the beginning. And it's easy to hurt each other by accident doing this when the other person doesn't really know what's coming, doesn't really know what's involved. This is why in most martial arts and self-defense, the person doing the attacking, the person doing the grabbing, actually have to be higher level because it takes more for us to be able to let you do your thing, give you enough resistance, while still let you hit us or uh, do things to us hard enough that you know it works. It takes a lot of fine balance to be the attacker. It's not like what you guys think that we just get any new student and say go attack the high ranking guy. No, usually when the guy is being tested or stuff like that, the people doing the attacking they're like instructors. They're really high level. Otherwise they would get hurt all the time, right? So we're going to look at the easy version first, the arm free. So the person gets their hook into you under your arm. Well, this most of the time you got to react relatively fast, yeah? Because once they start lifting and throwing, then down you go, and you don't want to end up on the ground. So as soon as you feel them trying to do this, you want to bend your knees a little bit. You just drop your weight down, and to buy yourself that one split second for you to do the simple thing. What is the simple thing? Both hands go to the ear. Okay? Now, once you get a hold of the ear, you twist it like a car key and push forward. Okay? Now she can actually hold me there. I can try what I want to come back in. Ah, no, it's not going to work. But she got my ear. Right? From this point, all she had to do is keep turning the ear, keep twisting, and pull down, and down I go. Down I go. There's no fighting it whatsoever. Right? There's just no fighting that. It hurts a lot, right? Let me quickly talk about this too. A lot of women's self-defense classes. I have all the respect for people out there teaching self-defense to women and children, but a lot of women's self-defense classes teach when someone grabs you this way, when someone grabs you this way, just trying to knee them in the groin. Right? I'm going to show you guys why it doesn't work. Right? Try to knee me in the groin. Why doesn't it work? Because I can, while I'm holding on to the person, it's very easy for me to bring my leg across. So her knee mostly just hit my leg. And even if I don't notice her trying to knee me, when they try to knee me in the groin, right? She almost got it that time, but what actually hit my groin was her thigh. And that's not going to hurt. Well, I mean, it's going to hurt, but it's not going to hurt me enough for me to let go, even without a groin count. Very, very difficult to meet someone when you barely have a balance. You have the person holding onto you and trying to move you, and the person's that close. When you're this close, trying to meet someone in the groin is almost impossible. Right? So don't do that. Don't do that. If you do that, the moment you bring that knee up, that person is going to shove you down to the ground. The things get really bad from there. That is not to say that knee to the groin or knee is a bad thing. I'm going to show you guys when to bring that knee into place. Okay? I grab her under the arm. She does the ear thing. Push. Down. That is when the knee come up. Very nice and slow. Boom. My face would be right there if I didn't know, right? And she still would have my head. All she would have to do is bring my head in, and that would be a knockout right there. Okay? That is one solution. Another way, because I'm pretty experienced with this kind of stuff, so when I grab her under the arm, I naturally lean my head in to protect my face. Some people won't. Some people won't. People who are not as experienced, when they grab, they're like this. Their face is back, their head is back, The chest is in like this. Yeah? This is even better. If the person's head is already back, all she has to do is cross her arm over my neck, put her arm right under the chin, grab her, actually cross this one over, yeah, so they can see. So she crossed her forearm over my neck, grab her own wrist with the other hand, and push forward. Yeah, again, not going to hold on once she's pushing against my neck. There's just no way, right? And again, let me connect the dots for you guys. I grab her arm crossover. She grabbed her own wrist. She pushed forward. She feel my grip loosen. Immediately, she can put this elbow there, transition to the knee strike grip. Boom, boom. Right. Okay? Because once you have your arm across the neck, it's a simple matter of switching over to the side. We just slither from here, across and over, across and over, just like that, right? Everything I teach you guys can be connected sooner or later. Everything is connected. Everything is circular.
I will say that I forgot to lunge back until just now.
As the lunge back is more important when we come to the next one, which is what happens if arms are trapped. Arms are trapped is a little bit bad because now your head is unprotected. The person can actually headbutt you. I mean, you can headbutt them back, but it's not something we want to get into. That's not fun. So the moment you feel this come around, you want to find the hip with your hand. Brace yourself with your hand on the hip and back lunge. Just think about pushing a car. Immediately, our dynamic changes because now there's all this space between us. Even if I'm already still holding on, I don't have a very tight hold. And with all this space between us, her arm can go to the groin, go to the belly, or come out uppercut under the chin. Right? There's so much she can do once she opens up the distance. The key here is not to force me to let go. The key here is to open up the space. Right? Push against the hip. That's all the space you need for her arm to go to work. Right? Yeah. Very important. Don't push against the body. Try to put your hand against my rib cage or belly and try to do that. Yeah, it's not going to work. Right? Work with natural joints on the human body. Human body is very predictable in many ways. You push the hip joint, hip go back because it naturally bends that way. Right? The hip joint is very strong in this stomping down motion, but the hip joint is not very strong, swiveling front to back. If you don't believe me, so next time you lay down on the floor, put something like a 25, 30-pound dumbbell across your hip and try to get up. Very, very hard. Our hip joint is not very strong that way. Okay? This is why when you get pinned down on the floor, a lot of people will pin your hip joints just to make it hard to get up. I do that to her all the time. She's trying to kick me. So, so with that said, let's look at that again. Okay? Arms grabbing, your arms are trapped. Find the hip joint, it's right there. Hey, it's not that hard to find. Find the hip joint, brace, and lunge back. Open up, and then boom, 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 boom. Go to work on the person. Alright? Again, from here, when you created this arch between your body, it's easy to snake one arm over grab, and start knee striking. Okay, again, it's all connected. Okay?
I got an extra one in there.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. If I'm not so badass and no one to block. Uh, and this brings us to another. Again, I want to restate this. When you're practicing this with each other, be careful. Be careful with those knee strikes. Right? The person who's the attacker need to know how to block those or know how to get out of the way. Uh, when the person who is defending starts throwing those knees, and you have to have good communication. Otherwise, it's easy to eat one in the face by
Mm,
accident.
mm.
Okay? So that's it, folks. Nice, simple, bear hug from the front. Most of the time, she's just stands there and pretends she's in danger, but she just enjoys it. But anyway, she likes hugs.
I love hugs.
I don't like hugs. When people hug me, these are things I do to them. No, I don't. But anyway, I will be back again tomorrow for Wisdom Wednesday. And for now, have a good night.
Good night.